Hey, my students of class 6 standard. First of all, let me tell you all. After a long time, I'm making this. I'm making a video, and that too on my students' demand. Okay, because many students they started telling me, or requested me that, ma'am, please make the video as you used to make. And upload it so that we can watch it again and again. So I thought of making a video on from a literature book, chapter number 3, Gifts for a King, written by Jaya Banerjee. So without wasting any time, let me start the chapter. King Avinash waved his royal hand. The ruby rings on his fingers sparkled in the sunlight. Send him in, he said to the guard. The messenger strode proudly in. He bowed low. I come bearing gifts from my lord, King Bahadur. He has sent these to you, sir, as a token of his love and affection. King Avinash looked at the first gift. It was an onyx. Onyx means a type of a stone or a gems-like casket studded with precious jewels. It was beautiful. The other gift was a length of extremely beautiful gold brocade, perfect for a royal robe. We are pleased, said King Avinash royally. Thank your king for his kindness. The messenger bowed again and backed out of the throne room. Through the window, the king watched him right away on a strong white horse. He clapped his hands. The attendant leapt into the room. Leapt means to jump. Called the royal tailor. A short, fat, bustling tailor arrived. He was speechless at the beauty of the lovely brocade. He whisked it away to his workshop, but in half an hour he was back. Forgive me, your majesty, I cannot handle this cloth. Please give it to another tailor. The reason? Asked the king. Sir, the cloth has been embroidered with a pair of feet. No matter which way I cut it, one of the feet will be on your back and one over your heart. The king was furious, very angry. He demanded that the other gift be opened. In the onyx casket, there was just a pinch of ashes. What does that old rascal Bahadur mean by sending me such ridiculous presents? This means war. Guard, send my fastest horseman after that messenger. The messenger was caught and brought back to the palace. What is the meaning of this, you miserable fellow? Wrote King Avinash. You are lucky you are a mere messenger. Otherwise, I would have cut your head here and now. The messenger had no idea what all this was about. If King Avinash meant to attack his king's fort, then all was lost. For King Bahadur was old and weak. Now from here we are going to study about another character from this story, that is King Bahadur. These days he spent most of his time in prayer. After much thought, the messenger decided on a plan. Sir, I do not know why you are so angry. He went. When was like complaint cry, a loud cry. All I know is that King Bahadur has gone mad. I cannot work for him anymore. I had decided to leave the court and work elsewhere. If you will take me in, I will gladly work for you, my lord. Ha! Work for me, will you? Snorted the king. So be it. You will lead my army to your king's fort in the desert tonight? Whatever you say, your majesty, said the messenger quietly. That night the king's army rode into the desert. In front, on his white horse, rode the messenger. He knew the desert well. It was a fearsome. Fearsome means horrifying. People said that if you got lost, you would be lost forever. But the messenger knew it like the back of his hand. Back of his hand, students, please underline it. It's a kind of idiom. Just kahavat bolte hain. He led King Avinash army deep into the desert. Then he stopped. He looked this way and that. The king rode up to him. What is wrong? He demanded. We are lost. What? We have just enough water for tonight. You said that we would be there by nightfall. Guards, put him in chains. He is a spy. Sir, I'm not a spy. I'm a faithful servant of King Bahadur. I heard you wish to wage war on him. I had to do all I could to stop you. For the love of your king, you would let my men die. Then they have no water. They will surely perish. Perish means to die. If you are truly a good king, then the desert will give you water, said the messenger. King Avinash looked at his men. He was proud of his army and did not wish them to die of thirst. In the name of all that is scared, I announce to the world that I have been a good king. Soldier, give me a spear. Spear means in Hindi we says bhala, a weapon, and tie up this rascal. The king aimed the spear at a hollow in the sand. A miracle! Water appeared. At first there was a trickle, then a gush. Then the soldiers nearby were showered with the cool desert water. There was enough for everyone. Now you will take me to Bahadur, you rascal, said the king. The messenger was tied firmly to his horse. Firmly means tightly. Before we go, your majesty, please tell me why you are angry with my king, he begged. That old man has asked for it. After those humiliating gifts he sent me, what else does he expect? But sir, those gifts are the most precious things in our land. What? You make fun of me now? Don't look for death, my friend, or it may come visiting, warned the king. But truly, your majesty, many years ago, Lord Buddha came through our city. He wished to stay in a washerman's hut. The washerman's wife looked after him well. She wished to embroider his holy face on a cloth, but he would not allow it, so she begged to be allowed to embroider the impression of his feet. He agreed only on condition that he be allowed to cook the meals. The brocade my king sent you was a cloth embroidered by the washerwoman. It was blessed by Lord Buddha. The ashes in the casket are the ashes from the fire upon which he cooked. King Avinash was silent for a long time. Then he turned to the messenger. I wish you had told this to me before. Men, halt. Halt means stop. You must go back. We must go back. The messenger was untied and taken back to King Avinash's court, where he was given royal treatment. A week later, he rode home carrying a precious gift, a token of affection from King Avinash to King Bahadur, a wooden bowl which had once belonged to Lord Buddha. So here I end my chapter. I hope you people have really enjoyed it.